Greetings, my name is Ben, aka Downsize It, and welcome to our third day of my week of Warhammer, and I'm very excited today to present my Sisters of Battle army, give a showcase on that, and go over the order of battle for St. Mina's Angels, which is the commandery that I have named my Sisters of Battle collection. And before I get into that though, I want to give a very big shout out to White Weasel Studios. That is the professional painting company based out of Zaragoza, Spain, who I commissioned to paint my Sisters of Battle army almost 2 years ago, actually. And I cannot extol their virtues enough. They have done such an amazing job, an absolutely amazing job painting these up. And not only the skill of the painters and the artists who worked on it, but also their customer service, which is almost as important to me, if not more important to me, than the actual quality of the work itself. When I was originally looking to get my Sisters of Battle army commissioned, I did a lot of searching around, shopping around, so to speak, for several months before I made my final decision. And the vast majority of the companies I looked into and sent requests in for quotes, and some of these are pretty major painting companies, a lot of, recognizable ones, especially for 40k. I'm not going to give any call outs here, but a lot of them didn't even respond, and if they did, it was, when the correspondence was kind of rude and not very pleasant. Only one other company actually had some good customer service correspondence back and forth, but ultimately I decided to go with White Weasel Studios, and I want to specifically give a shout out to Paula, who is their customer service rep, or at least the one that dealt with me. Absolutely fantastic in helping me through the process, because it was my first time doing a full professional commission and answering my questions. And there are times when I had some confusion when it came to the process, because I have no idea about painting and building models, etc. in the process. And even in the moments of confusion where I had some serious concerns, she was very gracious in helping me work through those and resolving all the concerns I had and providing us an absolute fantastic product. And I finally got the name, one of the main artists who painted my army for me, and I just want to give him a shout out. His name was Ignacio, so thank you, Ignacio. You're a fantastic painter. And then I know there's a team of painters that also assisted. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much, and I couldn't be happier. And I'm looking forward to my reinforcements from Holy Terra that Ignacio, I've requested him again, will be working on my reinforcements. And you might see in the next 4 to 6 months, due to the vagaries of the warp, we'll see how long it takes to see some reinforcements for St. Mina's Angels coming up. Maybe by the end of the summer, I'll get to show those off. So I can't recommend them enough. I'm so happy with it. And if you're interested in getting an army commissioned to paint, like if you're like me and hate painting or can't paint and just want to get the highest quality of models done for you, I highly recommend White Weasel Studios out of Zaragoza, Spain, and Paula will definitely take care of you. And also, full disclosure, I mean, it is expensive, but trust me, you get what you pay for. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so now let's move on to my order of battle for St. Mina's Angels. So at the top, we have, you could say, the Empire of Man. The Ecclesiarchy is then a segment of that. And the Ecclesiarchy, their orders militant are the Sisters of Battle, the Adepta Sororitas. And my commandery is part of the Convent Sanctorum, because that is the convent that contains the Order of the Bloody Rose. The 3 orders majoris of the orders militant are broken down into 2 different convents, one based on Holy Terra, one based on Ophelia 7, and the Convent Sanctorum is based on Ophelia 7. So then we have the Order of the Bloody Rose, one of the 6 orders majoris of the orders militant. And then within the Order of the Bloody Rose, my commandery is part of the 12th Preceptory, and then they are the 4th commandery of the 12th Preceptory. And the fourth commandery I have named St. Mina's Angels. And they are led by commandery commander Sister Ava Zen. Or I should say, Canoness Commander Sister Ava Zen. She is the commandery commander. You could say, if I had a character to play in 40k, if I was doing an RPG, and you could say, I am doing an RPG, because I want to play with them narratively in Crusade roles, which is like RPG, and she is my main character, my primary, and she is always equipped with the most holy relic beneficence of the Bloody Rose, specifically designed and blessed, thrice blessed and sanctified, and designed to cut down heretics and vile Xenos and mutants and demons from the warp. And she's also equipped with an infernal pistol that she carries with her at all times for whenever larger, more dangerous adversaries need to be taken down. She also always carries with her a null rod, for she hates the unsanctioned psyker just as much as anyone, and to allow herself to avoid being hindered in her prosecution of heretics, she keeps that null rod to prevent any vile psychic powers from hindering her. And usually, for the time being, she always has the warlord trait Righteous Rage, because she is ready to prosecute the heretics with her Righteous Rage, and that will always be the warlord trait that she takes. And she also has Blessings of the Faithful, and she will also always have the Word of the Emperor. And so she has the Word of the Emperor on her lips to continue to assist her holy duties to the Imperium of Man. And part of the Commandery Command Squad, we have Celestian Superior Sister Eve Valdor, and she is commanding 9 Celestians. And she is, wherever Canoness Commander Ava Zen goes, Celestian Superior Eve Valdor goes. And there is never a battle that I play when I have my Canoness Commander where Eve Valdor and her Celestians are not. And they will always be together, because that is what Celestians do. They are the bodyguards of the Canoness. And so these bodyguards go with her at all times. And Celestian Superior Eve Valdor is equipped with a power sword and an infernal pistol. And she is on her way to becoming even more of an icon and a paragon of St. Mina's Angels once we begin some of the Crusade play and certain leveling up happens. And my Celestian squad has they are all equipped with basic bolt guns, no specialty weapons in this. Simulacrum Imperialis is carried with them, as well as an incenser cherub to assist with the holy incense, to assist with miracles and their faith to the Holy Emperor. And also part of the Commandery Command Squad, we have the Imagifier Sister Mist Avriana, and she is always ready and anxious to carry on the tales of the warrior and tales of the faithful. And it is often that she carries around a sacred relic of the Simulacrum Sanctorum, so that she can recite both tales at the same time to inspire her fellow sisters in battle. So, outside of the Commandery Command Squad, this commandery has 2 executive officers, 2 canonesses that support in the running of this commandery. On the left, we have Sister Natasha Cho, and she carries around a chainsword and bolt pistol as well, but also carries the brazier of holy fire with her at all times. And sometimes she has a specialty relic she carries with her, but usually it is just the brazier to help light the way and chase away the demons of chaos whenever they are in battle. And then a more older canoness, one who has never risen to the ranks of Canoness Commander, but has been fervent and stalwart in her service to the Emperor for many decades, is Sister Martha von Guthrie. And she is a Canoness that tends to lead from the rear with the backline heavy support units. Is whenever she is included in the order of battle, she is usually supporting the heavy support units of Saint Mina's Angels. And she carries around a plasma pistol, a power sword, and a rod of office on a regular basis. So moving on, we have the Officer Corps of Saint Mina's Angels. And first we have another Imagifier, who is a trainee, so to speak, underneath Miss Avriana, and that is Sister Yennefer On. And she is in training, but still also ready and eager to recount the tales of the warrior and the tales of the faithful, depending on what duties and what it needs happen to be in the order of battle whenever she is included. And then, because there are instances where there may be heresy might happen even within the ranks of the sisters. There may be slights that have been taken, whether small or great. There could be major sins, so to speak, that have happened. And that is why we must, in every commandery, there are those Sisters Repentia. And to lead the Sisters Repentia, to ensure that they are able to achieve their redemption through sacrifice and through combat, we have the Repentia Superior, Sister Camilla Wynn. And she is the one who leads the Sisters Repentia and ensures that they are able to achieve their final redemption and able to once again bask in the glory of the Emperor. Next we have a Dialogus from the Order of the Quill, one of the non-militant orders, who is attached to this commandery. That is Sister Sylvia Dane. And she is in charge of constantly reciting hymns and proclaiming songs and praises from of the Cult Imperialis and the Emperor of Mankind, and of the various deeds of the saints and the matriarchs throughout the history of the sisters, and keeping her fellow battle sisters inspired. And from the Order of Serenity, we have two Hospitallers. On the left, Sister Amaya Verain and Sister Nandi Cantrell. And they will always are treating the wounds, for in combat even those of the faithful will be wounded and injured. And it is the duty of the Sisters Hospitaller to mend the wounds and tend to those that have fallen, and even perform burial rites and funeral rites for those brave sisters who have fallen in combat and in battle. Moving on, we now have our shock units, and again, the Repentia Corps we have seen, and again, led by Repentia Superior, Sister Camilla Wynn, and those are the shock units for Saint Mina's Angels. Now for the mainline units, no Sisters Commandery can function without your mainline battle sisters, those that hold the line, the grunts, so to speak. But even though they may be considered just basic battle sisters, they are still filled with faith and fury and conviction, and willing to prosecute the wars of holy faith for the Imperium of man. So our first three Sisters of Battle squads, we have Sister Ophelia leading the first, Sister Patricia leading the second, and Sister Olga leading the third. And those are the Sister Superiors. And they all carry chain swords and condemner bolt guns, because you'll never know when you might be facing down psychers and unsanctioned witches. And besides, crossbow bolters are just really cool, which is why I have those. And every single one of my Sisters of Battle mainline units have a Simulacrum Imperialis and Incensored Cherub to carry along with them. And the Battle Sisters all also just carry basic bolt guns, no specialty weapons for the basics for the Sisters of Battle and Saint Mina's Angels. You'll see that Saint Mina's Angels is a commandery spec more towards lightning strikes, which you will see coming up shortly. And then for the final 3 mainline Sisters of Battle units, we have Sister Wendy of the 4th, Sister Superior Helena of the 5th, and Sister Superior Brianna of the 6th. Also equipped the same as squads 1, 2, and 3. And again, these are the mainline battle units. Small squads. The Sisters of St. Mina's Angels, this commandery is not designed to be a mainline battle squad heavy commandery. But there are enough to outfit a brigade. If ever a large-scale battle happens, a brigade will be formed, but usually it is a battalion. So moving on to the main forces, or I should say the primary combat units of St. Mina's Angels, and that is the rapid strike units. And there is and that is why mainly this commandery is called St. Mina's Angels, because first off we have 10 Zephyrim, the first Zephyrim squad, led by Sister Tatiana, who is the superior, commanding 9 Zephyrim, and they carry their proud banner and pennant, and ready to descend on holy fire to prosecute the enemies of the Imperium of Man. And then we have 30 Seraphim, those the angels of St. Mina, 30 Seraphim broken out into 3 squads. The first led by Sister Angelica. The second, the superiors are all equipped with chain swords because they are ready to get into close combat. And then 2 sisters in each squad carry dual infernal pistols for bringing down larger targets, like hardened targets, such as tanks and greater demons, etc. And the second Seraphim squad led by Sister Caitlin, and the third Seraphim squad led by Sister Deanna. And then for the heavy strike units, and when I designed this force, I am a big fan of gunness, 50 cal gunness. So I have 3 Retributor squads, all equipped with heavy bolters, and 2 Armorium cherubs, and led by Sister Superior with chain swords and Condemner bolt guns. And to be able to sit in the back line and rain down heavy bolter fire as covering fire as the angels advance and the Repentia advance and prosecute close range combat against the enemies, and they continue to rain down long range fire. And the first Retributor squad is led by Sister Evelyn, the second Sister Ilya, and the third by Sister Leslie. And there has been recent word that has come in through the Astra Telepathica, through communication, through the warp, that reinforcements are inbound from Holy Terra. And it is also news has come in that a new abbess of the Adepta Sororitas has been named, and her name is Morven Vall, who used to be, and she is very young, but also eager to lead from the front, and she will be joining these reinforcements for a time in this sector of the galaxy where the St. Mina's Angels are stationed, and to bringing some brand new reinforcements for this commandery. And because of the vagaries of the warp, that we do not know when these reinforcements will arrive, but they should be arriving, I imagine, within 6 months, perhaps 4 to 6 months, depending on the vagaries of the warp. And when they come in, we'll give an update of the reinforcements when they come in. So, coming up, continuing next. Now we are outside of the Order of the Bloody Rose and St. Mina's Angels, but there are still some supporting agents, so to speak, that do support this commandery in their order of battle from time to time. The first that I must mention is my favorite character in all of 40k, my favorite model in all of 40k, and that is Celestine the Living Saint, accompanied by her Gemini Superior sisters Genevieve and Eleanor. The Living Saint used to be a Repentia herself and achieved redemption through death, but was resurrected by the Emperor and has now become a living saint, donning the Ardent Blade and the armor of Saint Catherine. And she is accompanied almost continuously in this sector of the galaxy when assisting the St. Mina's Angels, Inquisitor Greyfax. The two have become friends over the past century or so, and ever since the Battle of Cadia, where Cadia fell, before the Guard did. And it is fitting, as Greyfax is an Inquisitor of the Ordo Hereticus, and as we know, that the Sisters of Battle are the chapters militant of the Ordo Hereticus. So Celestine and Greyfax usually accompany Canoness Commander Ava Zen and the 4th Commandery of the 12th Preceptory of the Order of the Bloody Rose. And lastly, when it comes to the Sororitas, I would like to also point out that the Triumph of St. Catherine has been making its tour, so to speak, around this sector of the galaxy, and has joined in many battles with St. Mina's angels. The 4 spirits of the martyrs, of the founders of the 4 orders militant, as they carry the most sacred and holy relics of the 4 matriarchs of the Sisters of Battle, as they escort the bones of Saint Catherine herself, who is the founder of the Order of Our Martyred Lady, and they inspire and rally and further assist in the prosecution of wars and battles for the sisters, as well as even just the local populace, as the triumph passes by, are inspired and have their faith renewed in the Emperor and the Imperium. And finally, occasionally these agents of the Imperium may assist the St. Mina's Angels Commandery. They are a fickle bunch. That is assassins from the Officio Assassinorum. And no one truly knows what the goals and who commands these assassins, but every now and again they will choose to assist in a battle, either whether it be a Vindicare, an Evisor, a Calidus, or a Caluxus assassin. And these very deadly agents can sometimes even turn the tide by themselves during a battle when prosecuting the wars of faith. So there we have the Order of Battle for the St. Mina's Angels of the Adeptus Sororitas, Order of the Bloody Rose, my army, and the showcase of the models and how wonderfully painted they are. And really looking forward to getting these on the battlefield, and I can't wait for you to see them in action coming up this Friday for the first time on the channel against the vile Thousand Sons, those who had followed Magnus the Red into corruption. And Canoness Commander Ava Zen, along with Celestine the Living Saint, Inquisitor Greyfax, and the Triumph of St. Catherine, all commanding for the battle coming up. Sneak preview, as you can see, are ready to prosecute these heretics, these traitors who turned on their father, the Emperor, and bring them to justice. So until next time, take it easy.